Thank the gentleman for yielding. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I couldn't agree more with my colleague from Minnesota, and I rise in support of his motion to instruct. We will continue to stand ready to negotiate with the Senate. As a conferee, I have partaken in some of these meetings myself and have negotiated with Senate staff. Unfortunately, no senators. The Highway Trust Fund is bankrupt, and the federal highway program is in need of serious reform. Congressman Walz is quite correct in that we cannot continue to kick this can down the road. And I believe the conferee House positions are fair and practical. Allowing states the flexibility in order to address their specific transportation needs just makes sense. We have a $15.7 trillion debt. 46% of our debt is foreign-owned, 30% owned by one country, China. We do not have the luxury, as the Senate bill requires, to spend money on things like wildflowers, and at the same time, the trust fund is bankrupt. And as Mr. Walz and Mr. DeFazio points out, bridges are in disrepair and roads are crumbling. We need to get our priorities in order. The House bill consolidates and eliminates programs as opposed to creating $3 billion a year and increasing new programs like the Senate bill. This is not extreme, it's fiscally responsible. The 293 bipartisan House members voted to approve the Keystone Pipeline, a fair and practical approach to helping lowering gas prices at the pump and creating tens of thousands of jobs without hurting the environment. Finally, the House positions of streamlining and significantly reducing the times it takes without harming the environment to build major road projects in this country is practical position. 15 years to permit, design, and build is not. The Senate steadfastly refuses to cut any bureaucratic red tape that is associated with building a highway or bridge. We need to stop paying for construction jobs from being endlessly tied up. If the Senate is serious, as we are, to get this done early next week, I hope that they engage a good faith in normal fashion. I thank my colleague from Minnesota again for bringing this up. This is a very important position, and I support his motion to re-instruct, and I urge my colleagues to do so as well, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Minnesota.
I thank the gentleman for his support. At this time, I'd like